Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. In the last episode, we headed off to the art museum, where we encountered Ishizu Ishtar, who informed us that Duel Monsters is based off of ancient shadow games from Egypt that nearly destroyed the whole world when a group of priests tried to turn the power of monsters against the ruling pharaoh of the time. She also explained to us that her brother, Marik Ishtar, was seeking the powers of the cards, specifically the Egyptian god cards, to gain invincibility and take his revenge upon the world for whatever reason. She then challenged us to see if we were powerful enough to overcome his evil, and we managed to succeed. She then offered us a god card, but only if we defeated Kaiba. We did manage to defeat Kaiba, and earned Obelisk the Tormentor for ourselves, before making our way here to the Battle City Finals, where we watched the first round unfold between Yami Yugi and Yami Bakura. Yugi ended up winning thanks to the power of Slifer the Sky Dragon, which I was concerned had possibly stayed in the Rare Hunter's hands, although I have played this game before, so I guess it was kind of half-hearted, but it's been a while. I couldn't quite remember if they actually addressed that. I just remember that Slifer was in Strings' deck, even though we didn't take it from him. Anyway, this time we will actually be proceeding with our first match against Marik Ishtar. Yeah, I don't believe that's who it is, but whatever. Are you prepared to duel? Yes, I haven't changed around my deck anymore beyond what I did last episode, so we should be fine. You shall be judged by the will of the gods. No, I'm sure of it. That isn't Marik Ishtar. Why do you say that? When I spoke with his alter ego, he felt different. There was an overwhelming sense of evil from him, but I don't get that feeling from this duelist. Seipher, you shall fall to my god card. Okay, so this character, as he's been calling himself, Marik Ishtar, or as we'll soon come to find out, Odeon, is a pretty tough duel. He starts with his own Wasteland terrain and has a deck stacked for it. He also has a copy of the last remaining Egyptian god card in his deck that he will use against you and can win the duel against you with, even though it didn't exactly play out that way in the actual show. Anyway, we're going to start things off by opening up with Doron, just to get a bit of swarm on the field and see what he sends our way. And I should have expected that. You definitely want to bring some wind monsters with you, but for now I think I'll be fine with what I have. I'm just gonna use the effect of my Fairy's Gift just so that we have a bit of life point recovery and see what we can get from this, although he is certainly not making things easy. Alright, well, I'll just set this monster and see what he does. And now he has 3 cards on the field, so this is going to probably end in a defeat for me. But that's usually the case with this guy. He's very tough. You know what, I'll just put down my Wandering Doom for now, because in case he summons another card, because he has 2 aces. He has the final Egyptian god card, which is nothing to sneeze at, and then he has a 2 summon monster that is a 2 tribute monster called Mystical Beast Circuit, which can absorb the power of any monster on your side of the field, which can be very troubling. Unfortunately, it seems I'm destined to lose here, so I'm pretty much done. Yep, okay, well that wasn't good. But I can just go back to the finals and challenge him again, although I did lose that armored zombie, but whatever. Stadium site. Board the blimp up to the roof, and yep. The downside is that we have to go through all this text again. Not going to read it, so I'll just cut to the actual duel. Alright, not a good setup, but maybe we can work with it. Okay, no, that's not good. Okay, let's use our electric lizard, even though this thing is probably going to be destroyed right away. Yeah, I expected that. Alright, another electric lizard. Just delay the inevitable, I suppose. What I would give for Dragoness the Wicked or Takahi to show up right about now. And of course I'm not getting it, so let's just set this monster down. Yeah, this is probably not going to end well. Well, that was even quicker. Okay. Forced onto us. Okay, this is at least a little better. I can use Doron to gain a little field control, use Pot of Greed, and I can actually put this up. Okay, this should actually be better, so I'll just cut out the extemporaneous dialogue. Okay, we'll sacrifice for Guiltia, and then attack with Doron. Now, the only major concern is if he manages to summon his 2 tribute monster Mystical Beast Circuit, because it'll basically take over one of our monsters for his use. But thankfully, if we just keep him from getting enough monsters on the field to tribute, we'll be okay now. And of course he had that, so that's a little disconcerting, but thankfully I drew just the card I needed to get out of this mess. We'll just leave Ancient Elf up like he is, and okay, that's a little disconcerting, but we can deal. Thank you. This shows how good luck, how important luck is in this game. Just a little bit of luck and I managed to turn things around once again. And now we'll use the effect of our Revival Jam. And you know what, let's just take out this Yomaganda with Dragoness. Probably not the best idea, but need to keep on top of things. Especially seeing as we drew another wind monster anyway, so we're in pretty good standing. Now, maybe I can draw this out a little, since this is going by rather quickly. Set that, and I'll just keep that for right now. Okay, raised body heat, probably not the best idea for me to have drawn this out, especially with that, but okay, just gonna use Raigeki to wipe him out, and we'll set this down. Okay, probably should stop all this because it's now actually being more of a hindrance than a help. Probably should have taken the advantage when I had the chance, but oh well. And, okay, apparently there's only a 1 tribute monster, so that's gonna be a problem. I either need to get a wind monster, which I think I've exhausted all my wind monsters at this point, or I need to get... Okay, I might have just screwed... Well, I might have just cost myself the game. Yeah, I think I just cost myself the game. Well, that's on me. I wanted to see if I could draw a particular monster, but I guess not. Not gonna even bother summoning Doron. Just gonna let him take me out. That was my bad. Okay. Next time you see the chance to win, you go for it, Seipher. Okay, now we've got a rather decent setup. Start with Doron, activate this Goblin's Secret Remedy, and have Raigeki waiting in the wings. Okay, that was to be expected, I suppose. But we'll set this Acid Trap hole, activate Raigeki to clear his fields, summon our Fairy's Gift, and have Doron just attack. Next we'll have Revival Jam take the fields, and have our monsters just attack. No more screwing around this time. We're just gonna take the fight straight to Marik. Okay, that's a little disconcerting, but we can manage, I think. Better to leave those two in attack mode just in case. And that was probably a bad idea, but please give me a wind monster. Dang it, no. Okay, well, let's actually... Okay, he has 4 cards in his hand, so he likely has a stop defense. But might as well get him to waste it if he does have it. Alright, well, let's paralyze him with Electric Lizard. This is definitely not going to plan. Yeah, I'm just gonna end my turn because there's no way I'm surviving this. Alright, well, this is getting a bit boring. Let me see, do I have... Where are you? I know I have a card in here that could be potentially helpful. Or at least I thought I did. You know what? I'm gonna go quickly to the card shop instead, just to check for a certain something. Alright, we do have a Swords of Revealing Light in our hands, or in our bag, but it's a very costly card, so... Well, okay, if we can't beat Odeon this episode, we'll just... No, there's nothing else you can help us with. I don't know why I got stuck in that loop. But if we can't beat Odeon this episode... Since, yeah, I guess I shouldn't beat around the bush, his name's Odeon, we'll just come back at a later point with... I'll just do some dueling off-screen with Bones, get my deck capacity up, and get enough to get some new cards in that will maybe help us. So, I'll see you back in the actual duel. Okay, decent setup. A lot of swarming cards available to us. Okay, well, let's use Revival Gem again. I really need to get something a bit stronger, I guess. Better just get lucky, because I know that I can win with this deck as it is. And you are too strong for any of my monsters, so just use the effect of Electric Blizzard to bypass that invigorated Destroyer Golem. I'll just use Doron. But this is likely going to be the... Yep, he's summoned the Winged Dragon of Ra and activated its effect. He basically just cut his life points down to 1, and that's going to deal all the 7,999 to us. Yep, he beat us with an Egyptian god. I really should have taken that win opportunity when I had the chance. Okay, one more time. Alright. Somewhat decent opening hand, but I don't know if we'll be okay. Here's hoping. And no, we were not okay. Alright. All I need is one wind monster. Well, now you show up. If you had shown up in that previous duel, we would have been fine. But I guess not. And of course he has stop defense to stop us. Alright. Well, like I said, this hasn't really been all that great of an episode, but you know what? I'm stubborn. I'm gonna give it one more shot. After that, I'll quit because we're getting up there in runtime, so here we go. Alright. I'd say this is a decent opening hand, so let's quickly actually take a bit of advantage and change the field terrain to Yami to help us out. And we'll set up a acid trap hole with our Trap Master. And he's activating Pot of Greed, but we should be okay, I think. We'll set Takahi in defense mode and set Trap Master in defense mode. Okay. Should have expected that, but we can at least deal with his Ancient Lizard. We'll just set this in defense mode. And of course he had Widespread Ruin, of course. And we can't defend because of stop defense. Okay, and Mystical Beast Circuit. Okay, we're in a bad state. Well, maybe we can survive just a bit longer. With the Yami terrain, he's a bit more manageable. Although he has another copy of Missile Based Circuit, so maybe we're not going to manage. And here I thought I'd be able to survive, but I guess not. And Invigoration, so we're pretty much dead on arrival. Okay. I'll take the hint game. Alright, well, that was disappointing, but I guess that means I just have to prepare and get maybe some more wind monsters, get some more traps in the deck, generally some more magic cards. So I will end things off here and go prepare off screen, see if I can find a means to overcome this obstacle. So, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.